And we're on. You're doing 47?
Yeah, the whole strip here.
Hey everybody, welcome back to UMRV. We are going to be having ourselves a fertilization party today. So we've got a bunch of fields that need to be fertilized, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at that now. So we need to fertilize fields 45, 4, 41, should be 43 and 42 we need to do. And then we need to basically fertilize everything down here to get us up to 3 stages, the exception of field 35. And we need to see if we can hit field 4. So the goal is to see how much we can get done today as far as the fertilization. Because we are in early summer, we've done our bale work, and just as a refresher, let's go check out the bales up here at the Umu farm. Jump the fence here. Here's our bales. We had a little bit of a mess, but you see our bales here. They should be enough to hold us for a while. Here we've got our straw, but we should have more straw coming in here at some point. Hey Ryan, hey country girl. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I got kind of a hacky cough thing going on, so I'm going to try to mute the mic when I hack my lungs up, so you all don't hear it. Joined today with Spectre. Say hi, Spectre.
Hi, Spectre.
We have Silver Dragon. Say hi, Silver Dragon.
Howdy, howdy.
And then we've got Rockhound, who's going to be joining us in a little bit, and maybe DoughBoy also. So that's who we got today. Craig says hello.
The hounds are loose.
What's up, y'all?
It's the Rockhound. I just said the Rockhound was going to be joining us shortly.
I've been busy, man. I'm sorry. I haven't even been posting these videos. Been so dang busy. By the time I get to bed, I forget about uploading them.
How
Catching up to do.
much snow you get?
Ain't got none yet.
Oh, you escaped the southern storm that crippled the south?
Yep.
Yeah, they got an inch of snow down in the south, and they got all panicky.
We missed the White Death 2017 again.
Because there are a bunch of lightweights down there when it comes to snow.
Yeah. I usually stay home. I don't like going out in that crap.
Ryan, we got we picked up the horse sprayer for the bigger stuff. The only reason we're not using it over here is partially because the fields are a little smaller, and
You didn't get 5 feet of snow? Oh,
we've got the these pull behinds were full.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Cool.
I think I figured out my latency problem.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the dreaded Netflix.
Ah.
So at work, I work at a college in the IT department.
Right.
So at work, we've known about, as a result of my job, that Netflix a few years ago released or started offering something they call Ultra HD, which basically, in my terms, means they suck every little bit of life out of your internet connection in order to provide you a video signal far higher quality than your little old human eyes will ever be able to discern.
Right.
All in the the name of providing you a quality video experience online. Well, a couple months ago, the wife upgraded our plan from 3 streams to 4 streams, so that, heaven forbid, we have 4 people all watching Netflix, all watching their own thing at home. Right. Well, part of that is that with the 4 streams, you can get Ultra HD. Well, with my home internet connection, one person watching an Ultra HD will basically sap 100% of the life out of my connection.
Wow.
So, the other day I was having some problems. And I was in Discord, and I noticed the voice chat kept going red, saying I had high latency problems. So I went upstairs, and I found the only person doing anything online was the daughter. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm watching the show." I said, "What are you watching?" She said, "I'm watching, I don't know, some weird TBS show that's now on, or TNT show that's now on Netflix." I said, "Okay. Well, what are you watching it on?" She said, "Netflix." I said, "Stop it for 5 minutes.
I want to try something.
And then start it up again." So I came downstairs, and all my latency problems went away. And then about 5, 6, 7 minutes later, bang, they all started again. And from where I sit, I can see my wireless router, and I saw the activity lights flashing and everything.
Right.
So I went upstairs, and I said, "Here, let me see this." So I went and I looked under Netflix, and thankfully they at least let you have an option where you go into Netflix and you say what quality signal you want, and it was set to auto, which basically means use as much internet as I possibly can in order to provide you a far better connection than you'll ever be able to tell.
Right.
So I changed it down to standard.
Right.
So like Ultra HD could use like up to, I don't know, something like 7 gigabits per hour or some junk, you know, whereas standard was like 0.7. So I flipped everybody's to standard. Nobody will have a clue that it looks any different.
Right.
And I said, "Okay, give me 10 minutes and then start watching your video." So it was fine for about 10 minutes. Then she started watching her video, and I could see latency spike for about 20 seconds. And then it went back down and it stabilized.
Wow.
And of course the 20 seconds was while Netflix and the stream was basically caching a little, a little bit ahead.
Right. So
I'm like, boom, there you go.
Wow.
Netflix and Ultra HD to the evil again. So I think that was it.
Yeah. Well, I transferred my copy of that over into this folder, and it didn't work, so I downloaded it off your website. Now it should be good.
The aggravation pack.
You didn't rename it or anything, did you?
No, it's the horse vehicle pack or something. That's it.
I got that pre-download and copied it out of my mods folder and put it over there. But it didn't recognize it, so I got the one you had on your website. So what are we doing tonight?
Spray, and more spray.
Fertilizing, huh?
Yep. Spectre and I are over in the 40s across the river.
Okay.
We fertilized the 50s last stream, I think. So we've got 31, 34, and all of the fields south of that to do. And we got field 4 to do. For some reason it's not at 4.
Okay.
There are I bought 2 horse self-propelleds sprayers. They're down at the shop.
Okay.
You can fill them up by either running them across the street to the Tractor Supply.
Right.
Or if you drive them all the way up to the semi, you can fill them up from there.
Okay.
Hey Anthony, how you doing?
You streaming yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey everybody.
And here he comes. Oh, I got to play with the straw add-on DLC today.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I used the new square baler with the 3-bale accumulator. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
That video will show up January 3rd.
Right.
But yeah, I baled a field of hay, and used a square baler to basically do it. And so instead of like how we have the 4-bale stacker on this map,
Right.
and how I've used a 4-bale stacker on other maps, it's basically a 3-bale accumulator. It puts them side by side and then dumps them on the field.
Cool.
It worked with course play, so that was cool.
Nice.
And then I ran around and picked them up with the autoload trailer, just cause.
Right.
And then I used the new bale grabs with that pack to put them away.
Awesome.
The new bale grabs, they work a lot better than Kotex, because the Kotex don't have a script. They just grab and hold, you know, physically, friction. If you're not careful, they'll slide right off.
Right.
But these bale grabs, they hold with a script, so those bales aren't going nowhere.
Cool.
Well, that's what map are you playing, Anthony? You said something about the snow of death.
They call it every time they say we're gonna get a snow, they call it the White Death 2000, whatever year it is. And we always get missed.
The did you see that new map that came out in the mod hub the other day? I did a video on it. It's got a trail of death.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Cool. Well, guys, we're back up here on Upper Mississippi River Valley, and we're gonna do some fertilizing tonight.
Oh, it's not much.
All right.
Ganja magic. We're just
So we're right here by the.
we're just fertilizing tonight.
Tractor Supply. I can get fertilizer.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play with the trigger a little bit till you get it. It's not where the liquid fertilizer tanks are.
Okay.
It's kind of halfway up the store. We're just fertilizing tonight. And whenever you fertilize,
closer to the logs, or
it's closer to where you come in at.
So are we all done with our straw hay silage fun that we had the last time on?
Until early autumn. That's when that field 12 will come good.
where I come in the gate?
Yeah, let me jump over there.
Did I just hit F5?
Then you'll be messed without GPS.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They have no marker for fertilizer.
There's no markers on the map at all.
Oh, there's a marker in front of this pile of wood right here. I have no idea what it's for.
See that now. That's where I am.
Okay. Oh, this is a nice spray rig.
That's from the free horse pack.
I haven't used it yet. I have to break it out in my next, well, when I'm ready to start fertilizing again on Serenity Valley. Been doing a couple of missions, some contract labor.
Yeah, I saw a, I guess the most recent video where you were doing something.
Yeah, my mic went out on me.
Oh, the headset?
Yeah, well, I think I had it turned off. Didn't realize it. But, oh well. I never claimed to be a professional.
You should get yourself a Blue Yeti like I did.
Yeah.
If you got the same headset that I do, I always lean and the little trigger gets stuck between the armrest of my chair and my belly.
Yeah, that's what I have a problem. I leave it sitting right here on my lap. I'm going to have to find a way to pin it to my collar or something like that.
Mine's got a little clip. I just bunch up my shirt and slide it in.
I need to rig something up on this one for that.
Just go steal a clothespin off the wife there and...
Yep. Yep. So where'd you go? You just gonna leave the sprayer right here in front of me, or what?
Yeah, I'm back over doing my job.
Oh, so I guess I'll just take the one in front of me then.
Yeah, if DoughBoy shows up, he'll have one there. Or
Yeah.
when I run this thing empty, I'll jump in that one.
So which one did you say? 4? Needed another layer?
Yeah, little field 4 way up there.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hit that while I'm up here.
So I wanted to mention, I haven't mentioned it for a while, the cancer map. Y'all remember me talking about the cancer map?
Yeah.
I think the Mappers Paradise folks are really close to releasing that. I don't have much information beyond what I've read in the FSUK forums, but it sounds like they're done testing on the console version, and I think they're done testing or something on the PC version.
Right.
So that may be coming out very soon.
Cool.
And for anybody watching the stream, that is a map that Mappers Paradise, the people that did Bally Moon during the contest, are doing. It's going to be uploaded to the Giants Mod Hub. It's going to be a free download, just like everything else on the Giants Mod Hub. But since Giants actually pays modders that have mods up on the Mod Hub, they are going to donate any revenue that they earn from the downloads to a cancer research hospital in the UK.
Well, that's awesome.
So it's obviously something that everybody can get behind, because in this day and age, I don't think there's probably a single person on the planet that hasn't been affected by cancer in some way.
Yep. All right.
So it's a huge thing to get behind, and I've seen images of the map, and it's a European map, but it is stellar.
Cool.
I think if you like West Coast, I think you're going to be blown away.
Wow, nice.
Spectacular, and there's lots of models and things in the map that have been donated by other modders.
Cool.
For the map and for the cause.
Right.
And apparently there's, I guess in England or Ireland, there's some monument that's been erected that has something to do with cancer research or something, that basically somebody made that monument, and it's going to be a map.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be pretty cool to it's going to be pretty cool to profile, and that is pretty much going to be the series I'm going to do after Midtown on that map.
Awesome. I look forward to that one, buddy.
Depending on when it comes out, I might push to have it up on the 3 Dudes server.
There you go. I'll get it on that one. Wow, this is a big sprayer.
Hey, American Farming. Hey, Massey Ferguson. Yeah, this particular, there's a fair bit of grass over here we could scarf up if we needed it, but I don't think we need. This particular map can be a little bit of a bear on hardware. I'm using a GTX 960 myself.
How much we got in silos? Cows good and fed?
They should be. We shouldn't have to feed them until tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Game day tomorrow afternoon. I think the fermentation silo is probably 700,000, maybe 400,000 or 500,000 between the two. Of course, we've got what, 600,000 or more
Yeah.
The bunker fermenting.
Right.
Hey Nolan, how you doing? If I completely blanked out and I didn't already say that 15 seconds ago.
Well, this terrain, this is a little tricky getting around some of the edges.
Yeah, with those giant booms.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you think about PC gaming, PC farm sim over Xbox One farm sim? I assume that you played maybe both on console and one on PC.
Yeah, you don't want to try going up a hill sideways with these booms extended. That's for sure.
But is the lower one digging the ground?
Yep.
Can you use the mouse to raise the boom up and down?
Yeah, you can, but I don't think it's going to get up high enough. Well, I don't know now. It does go up pretty high, don't it? Wow. That's pretty awesome.
I haven't used it yet.
Oh, it goes up as high as almost the roof.
Yeah, I like that sprayer.
No doubt.
Yeah, I put the new Massey Ferguson sprayer in on Midtown because I had that one before I had the horse stuff. Then horse stuff came out, so I'm like, well, I kind of already stacked or equipped Midtown, so
Right.
didn't really bother changing anything out. But I see Duck Zorly using it over on his old farm in the valley map.
Right.
He gave me a chuckle when I saw him the first episode. He used that giant cedar that Nick the Hick likes to use.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You're bringing that thing out on this map?
Is that 50-foot wide case air seeder?
No, it's that older one that folds up like twice, and the whole second extension doesn't have any clipping or anything.
Oh yeah, the one that looks like a dang spider when it's folded up. Its
Yeah.
legs are, yeah.
But it's not the air seeder. It's like the second. It's like the horse Pronto,
Yep. I know
except
exactly
it's got another
section on either end.
section on either side. So when it folds up, it kind of folds up and folds up on itself, kind of like the Seed Hawk folds up, but then
Right.
the seed thing's in the middle. But in episode 2, he swapped it out.
Did he? Cool. Yeah, my new mod is turning out really awesome, dude.
This is a public map, American Farming.
Can't wait to debut it.
You can find a link in the description below to their Facebook page. I was hoping you would make a placeable out of it, but I wasn't going to push you. I thought you might want to keep it. You might want to keep it exclusive to your map until somebody rips it out.
Well, it's probably what I'll wind up doing. I probably won't release it as a placeable until my map is finished. Until I debut my map. But it is awesome, dude.
Well, I wasn't going to say a darn thing about it.
Well, we're gonna leave everybody in suspense.
So you showed it to me as a super special,
yeah,
you know, super special Best Bud exclusive. So I was like, well, I'll just keep my mouth shut. But it looks fun.
Oh, dude, it is, and the way it's gonna be set up on the map is gonna be cool. I think people are really gonna like it.
I already were able to incorporate one of my wacky ideas.
Yeah, and it works awesome. It's I just can't explain it, dude.
You know me, I come up with wacky harebrained ideas.
Well,
I'm
and,
out.
you know, that led a couple more, led me to think of a couple more to go with it. So.
It's great.
Oh no, we're in trouble now.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
You're out of fert. Well, I guess you get to start working on the other field. The big fields with the other sprayer with Rockhound. I'll finish these up.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I'm just now finishing up 4 over here.
The server is not public.
And we're going, what field are you
American
heading
Farming. That's simply because we've got some private Rockhound mods on the server that we want to keep not in the general release area. So
What field you going to, Spectre?
we try to limit who's on that server.
Side of the river for now.
Oh, okay.
But the map is public. It's DEM modding. They will be releasing version 3 of this map very soon.
3 layers of fertilizer on it, right? That's our goal.
Yeah, we needed to wait until there was another growth stage.
Right.
Now we've had our first growth stage, so now we can really lay them on.
Cool. Well, anything I see on the map that's got 2 layers, I'm gonna hit it with the 3rd.
We started streaming about 26 minutes ago, and we're gonna go for another hour and a half. So he's got just a little bit more to get. So
And fertilizer.
we got to go down and refill our sprayer.
37, 40. Do they have the first growth state down there?
I think everything's first growth state.
Okay. Cool.
I can see you, Spectre, through the trees. Winding your way down the road.
I wasn't supposed to leave this up there for you, was I?
No. Holy cow, you're going that way? Oh man.
Yeah, why not?
I don't think that's a real road. I think that's like a logging road.
Alright, where am I? Field port way up here. I gotta go way down there. Goodness gracious. Halfway across the planet.
Greg, this is a 4X map. It would be big enough. It would be big enough to make public if we didn't have some
If you take a semi down here, you should be able to take a little Vulture tractor.
some private mods on it. AFS time lapses. How are you doing, man?
Find our way around here.
Besides, if I pull a rock hound, we'll let you all know.
Yeah, we'll come get you out of the ditch.
You're now a verb.
Do what?
How you like that, rock hound? You're now a verb.
Oh, great.
I done rock hounded my tractor.
Yeah. I pulled a rock hound.
Oh, why don't you try a 6-trailer train down that road?
No.
I'm perfectly fine driving a 1-trailer truck.
I guess I got spoiled when I was doing the Sydney trains.
Well, I thought I did say, hey, American Farming.
I like the all-wheel steering on this, that's for sure.
Hey, Anthony Blair, thanks for the comment.
You're gonna run off too there, Klein, huh?
Run off.
We need to go that way. To the left.
I ran out, so I gotta go fill up. Are you in front of me or behind me?
I'm about to go across the river right now.
Okay. Well, I thought you were in front of me because I saw where someone had driven through the grass. I see you going across the river. Alright, let's go this perspective so I can look at chat without constantly changing, looking to the side.
Map looks really good with all these crop pictures coming up.
Greg says he likes how you placed the eggs in Serenity Valley, all in nice little neat rows.
Yeah, I hate hunting for eggs, man.
It's like your chickens are OCD and they have to be orderly and neat.
And it's not OCD. If you're really OCD, it's CDO. Because it's got to be alphabetized.
I don't even bother. I just let those legs sit out in the sun and
let them cook in their shell.
they ain't worth collecting.
So
The money you get.
So my wife did something very evil today.
Uh-oh.
I come home and there's all this candy on the dining room table. The oldest kid has got this giant ball of plastic wrap with little bits of candy randomly through it, because they were making some giant candy seeded ball of saran wrap for some Wednesday night church thing that they were going to do.
Oh, mercy.
So they had a whole bunch of Starbursts.
Right.
So I just started grabbing the red ones, because everyone knows that I like red candies.
Right.
It's like, what flavor is that? It's red. I eat red candies. So I just start picking out all the red ones. And the oldest daughter's like, stop it, what are you doing? And then the wife just looked at me. She knew exactly what I was doing. So I get a little tub, and I had like 20 of them at this point. So I get a little tub and I put them in. And I laid them all in like layers, all nice and flat and orderly.
Right.
I set them on the table, and she picks the thing up, smacks it on the table so they all jump, and they're all disorganized. And I looked at her and I'm like, what did you just do? And she looked at me and was like, you know what I just did? So then I had to dump them all out and do it all over again.
Oh my god. Oh, that's funny.
Where am I going? The shop?
It's across the street at the Tractor Supply. Assuming that's where Rockhound left it.
Yep. Right. You just have to pull it up forward a little bit and you'll get in the trigger. I didn't leave it in the trigger though. You have to pull up a little bit.
American Farming, I am
Should be right in.
43.
I'm over at field 31.
I'll take a look, time lapse if I remember. That's the biggest problem, is I'll probably forget in an hour and a half when I'm done streaming.
Yeah, this sprayer is super cool. Super cool.
It's past Wendy's. Thinking about a Baconator with,
Oh man, you need to hush. I had pork
thinking
chop.
about me a Baconator with, a cup of chili, a bowl of chili,
Ooh.
and maybe their new chili cheese fries. Oh well.
Well, bring one out to field 31, will you?
I did one better. I had a homemade pizza tonight.
Oh.
What are your toppings of choice?
Canadian bacon, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian bacon, sausage,
Sausage.
double cheese.
I see how that thing raises and lowers. It does raise and lower a lot.
Yeah, it raises up over the roof.
Hey, Frijol, how are you doing?
I should clear just about any hill on this map.
It just dwarfs that tractor if you look at it from here.
And any tractor that's got the narrow tires on it will not destroy crop, right?
Those tires look pretty funny on that Massey.
Yeah, I hate narrow tires. I wouldn't say every tire is narrow. I think it has to be a specific coating.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
So
you know you're running over the texture, and it's not destroying it, so it's gotta be something with the.
So this tipper is one of the private Rockhound mods. That's why we don't have the public server, open server. So you may notice that is the mural from Smokey and the Bandit. The little Southern Cross there.
Well, it doesn't one class have a script that won't kill the crop on a set of tires because they're wide tires.
They do have a narrow Kloss tire, which is wide, yeah. Because we were using that over on West Coast and it wasn't destroying crop, right?
As far as I know.
Alright, that'd be fine. Oh, why are you going to leave Note Creek and come back to Mississippi, the Frijol? You might want to wait until they release version 3. Because from what I understand, version 3 will require a new save game. Oh, there's the McDonald's on this side of the river. With their crack nuggets.
I'd prefer the Wendy's.
I'm looking for an Arby's myself.
And if you can find a Windy City Grill, I'll take a filet mignon. Oh, no, I want a ribeye. Medium rare.
Windy City Grill is only in one little town in the States. It's deep in a valley.
Deep in a valley. And it's always busy. Hard to get a parking spot in that place.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoo.
Have to park in the field
That was
and
dangerous.
walk across the street to get in
Yeah, that area is pretty serene.
there. It
Yep.
is very serene.
Yeah, William, I got the Platinum expansion. We did several streams over on the Platinum map.
Say, give me my order.
There you go. There you go. It's a pretty narrow roof though, but I think you can handle it.
I don't know if it's up to code for landing a helicopter on it though.
It's got a pretty strong roof on it.
I don't think I could have tried to land the drone on that map.
No, not the way the top is. Very top of the roof is kind of. I don't know. It might. I couldn't fly that drone, man. Crashing and everything. All right, time to get my GPS back on.
What's the inspiration behind that Windy City Grill?
My cousin has a restaurant, 2 restaurants here in my general vicinity. She moved down here from Chicago. She's a retired paralegal, and she opened up a restaurant down in a town called Como.
So I don't really know what's going to be new in version 3.
30 miles south of me.
I do know
She called it Windy City Grill.
that
Excellent food.
supposedly there are some cows that don't do milk.
I put that in there for her.
So that's kind of hinting that there's beef cattle on the map. And I think they're fixing the goals that I think all of the fields will have better field boundaries and everything. So that's probably what's really driving the new game save is the field boundary change.
GPS lined up with the edge of the map, but I know I'm going to fail.
Can't make hay on No Creek? Why can't you make hay on No Creek?
if you're heading to Field 31, Spectre, I am finishing up. I'm on the last run of the headland. Coming back toward the church, I believe. No, actually the church is very far to my left.
I'm on the road heading straight at you. We're gonna have a head-on collision if I jump the ditch here.
Ah.
Oh my.
Ditch.
See, he's moving it. The thing moves pretty good, 40 mile an hour.
Yeah, it does.
I think it moves a lot faster than that New Holland. Oh, we just made a whole bunch of hay, buddy.
Field is where the church is.
Yeah, I see your little icon in the.
Okay.
We made a whole bunch of hay in last stream. We used the Vermeer rake that you can find over American Eagle's modding.
Or whatever you want to call it.
It didn't have any problem with picking it up and changing it. Let me show you the map, the mod.
Well, that New Holland, I think, can only do like 20, maybe.
That's the rake right there.
I think you're right on that one. There you are. I see you now.
It TEDs and rakes at the same time.
If you swing by me, you can pick up my GPS and then go back to the other end and start back up this way. And then I'll skip one as I come back down. You might want to move. I'm probably going to hit you.
So when I get done here, I'm going to load up that semi-trailer with spray.
Yeah, because I'm about half empty already. And this field 31's a big field. Kind of got way crooked here on this. Dang it. What looks straight is not straight. You can't see over the horizon.
I always hate how difficult it is to see where you're spraying once the crops come up.
Yeah.
I always end up having to spray like top down so I can see
Right.
the color change or the.
I'm relying on GPS. When you get to the edge of the field, you actually have to back up and turn around and then go back up to the edge and then go forward off of it again. You can't just turn around because of all the ditches and stuff.
Yeah, if you go back and look at our stream from last Friday, I don't know. Yeah, last Friday, you'll see we were making hay. We were doing a pretty good job with that rake. It did have an issue where it wasn't wanting to windrow tight enough.
The next time you do a tractor trailer, make sure you put wheelie bars on the back of it, okay?
it was kind of leaving a wide windrow.
The KW front end coming up off the ground.
Well, when it has almost 500 plus 1,000 liters on it, yeah.
Yeah, it does, don't it? I put a trailer on it with 200,000 liters on it, and it pulled the front end off the ground.
So yeah, the only issue we had with that tedder was the rake. The rake aspect.
Cool. You have to kind of bunny hop it and just get the thing to move.
On this map,
I loved it myself. So.
On this map, kind of left a wide windrow, which made it a little hard for the baler to pick up in one pass. That seemed to be a problem with the 4X, but it picked up the hay or the grass and made it into hay pretty good.
It really goes to working.
Are you releasing that one yet, or no?
Not yet. It's not quite done. I got one out there for somebody, but it's a special gift.
Okay, it's fine.
I don't even know if he's gotten it yet.
one thing I like about the K100,
There we
that
go.
back end, she really digs in and she really takes off.
Oh yeah, yes she does.
Alright, this will then do that side, and we'll go get them some spray. Alright, I got one pass to do, and then I'll go get you your sprayer. Get some... Fill up that semi-tank, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we definitely gonna need it on standby.
We'll hopefully be harvesting the heck out of the fields come about 6 game days.
Cool.
Did
It's
you
time
go?
to get some crop in. We need some crop.
Did you go across the river and do 30 at the same time, or what?
No, oh, I'm strictly on 31 right now, Spectre.
Hey Sean, how you
So
doing?
you didn't do a headland on this side?
I thought I did. No, along the trees I did not. No, along the tree line, and that little gully, that ditch that runs down between the two fields. No, I did not do a headland down there. All I did was turn around.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What happened there? Oh no!
I got a three-sided headland. I didn't do a fourth. My bad.
I might have rock hounded.
Oh no.
You rock hounded yourself?
Yeah, I think I did.
Not good, bro. Not good.
And you expect us to pull you out with a sprayer?
Are you coming back, or are you doing that other headland?
No, I'm coming back.
Okay, yeah, I didn't skip the road coming back to you. Are you really stuck, Klein?
Yeah.
Oh no. Not the same dish, is it?
No, it's not the
That
same
would be
dude.
hilarious.
No, he found a new one. Get him out with the pulling power of these sprayers, huh? Just
I think my Black Beauty could probably get him out if we had a tow bar. Because there is a hookup on the front of that truck.
yeah, there's even a camera on the front of that truck
Yep.
that nobody seems to understand what it's for.
Right. I use it to hook up trailers when I need to push them around the yard.
Yep.
I wonder if there's a way I can toggle that where you can turn it off. I have to look into that. With the IC control, you know? Front camera on, front camera off.
Oh, we still got some bales up here.
Oh,
We ain't put away yet.
Uh-oh. They're gonna rot. Told you shouldn't be leaving stuff laying all over the place.
Sounds like Mavericks. We've got bales all over the damn place on that map.
I bet.
So I left the tractor and sprayer in the woods.
Oh no, dude. Oh, I thought you put the truck in the ditch. It was a tractor?
Yeah.
He zigged when he should have zigged.
You hear me?
That's what happened to me.
is your thing, man. You can do whatever you want. Try to blame it on somebody else, huh?
There you go.
No, we'll go mess with trying to get it out later. I needed to get you all fertilizer.
Yeah, I'm down to 700 liters.
No, you're gonna have to come to me. I can't be driving over the crop with these semi-trip wheels.
I'm headed back toward the church. I might could make it that way. You want to park over there by the church? I think I can make it to the church.
I think these sprayers look a lot cooler than the New Holland too for some reason.
Oh, definitely. Much more detail, if you ask me. But I don't like the horn. Some little wimpy Volkswagen horns on it.
Yeah.
Well, you could always mod the horn.
I could put my train horn on it, huh?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it don't go fast enough for that. He's got to be able to do at least 85. Put the DoughBoy horn on there.
Well, while I'm waiting on you, I'll do a little engine maintenance check for any leaks.
Okie dokie. Please let me make it to the end of this row. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
No wonder this thing's so fast. I see it's got a turbo on it.
Yeah, it does. And a chip. Chip everything, bud.
What's the top speed supposed to be on that truck?
I think it's 80, 85, I think.
Well, I'll tell you something. I pushed it past 100.
Is that, you talking about the KW or the Silverado?
The KW. I've pushed it past 100.
Are you going downhill with a heavy load?
No, flat nap with the heavy load behind me.
You got a battery box or something that's held together with a chain?
Yup. Come on, 99 liters. I see the fertilizer over there and I'm almost empty.
99 liters of fuel on the wall. 99 liters of fuel.
Fertilizer. 44, 41. Oh, it's dropping fast now. We're gonna make it.
It doesn't fit in the song.
We're gonna make it. All right. Ooh. I think I just come up short.
I'm not gonna say it.
Hello there, Farmer Klein. Appreciate the fertilizer there. You get the truck all tuned up, buddy?
Yeah, I did a little maintenance waiting on you.
Tighten up the band belts. They didn't put the passenger script in this thing, did they? Now there ain't no room for two people in this little cab. Alright, we're gonna get back at it.
The only thing I don't like about sprayer. Only thing I don't like about this sprayer is it takes a long time to unfold. Rather.
Yeah. Alright, Spectre. Okay, I came down that one. I need to skip
Look,
one
we didn't
more
hit it.
so I don't run head on into you. There's a tanker waiting for you when you get down here. You want to fill up. Oh, there was.
I was moving because I figured he'd come down on the other side of you. What do those hold? 5,000?
Yeah, 5,000.
Alright, so I can fill you all up 3 times before I have to fill this up.
Why am I not moving?
Doesn't sound like the engine's running. Hey, Genetic J, and now I see who actually said that message. I commented on the message, but I never acknowledged who wrote it. Oh, I see it's got like headlights on the boom to light up the full width of the boom.
It does. Yep, it sure does. I see them now. They kind of face out toward the front of the boom on the ends. And then you got the lights on the back of the tractor that light up behind the boom. Yeah, it's got lights aiming forward on the outskirts of the boom, on each boom. That's cool.
You want to hop in it and see, Klein?
You're not moving, Spectre?
Letting Mr. Klein have a turn here.
Hit the button. It is a lane.
Yes, it is.
You have good visibility in this thing.
Yeah, you do.
A lot better visibility than you have in the new Massey Ferguson sprayer. There you go. You can have her back. I'll spray with it later on some map.
We fixing to skip through the night there, boss?
When it gets dark, is it not? Is it dark yet?
2,200 hours. I just didn't know if it did it by time or what.
No, it's not automatic. You want me to skip? Just shut them off and jump out and let me know.
No, we're cool yet. It's not pitch black yet.
Moonlight feels right.
Moon is right there above the sun again.
Yep, I see that. Who did that song?
Not ringing a bell.
I like music. I know my
I do
one hit.
too.
Know my one-hit wonders in the 1970s. The band was called Starbuck. Starbuck was the name of the band.
Ah, I got you.
Moonlight Feels Right. That was what, about 72 maybe, somewhere around there?
I have to Google it. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
I
you know,
have. I
you
just
know
might
the
not
song.
remember it.
You know the song.
Sure, I do. It's just been a while. It'll come back to me when I hear it.
Genetic J wants you to sing a few bars of that song there.
No, please no.
Nah, that's okay. You still want viewers on your stream, Klein, or do you want me to drive them all away?
It could be an experiment to see how much you're willing to put up with. Trying to get this sprayer out while I wait on you all.
Tune in to Farmer Klein streams for social experimentation. Every Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern.
I'm out.
You got it?
Yes.
Awesome.
You'll have to watch at the hour mark to
Yeah, this is pretty slick when you're looking at this top
to
down.
see it.
You got all the work lights on.
Yeah. Yeah, they really did a good job on it. Okay, guys, I got about 10 more minutes I can go.
busy, busy, busy.
Oh, I'm just wore out now. I'm so busy at work, and then I try and get a little modding done when I get home at night. I'm whooped. I gotta go to a Christmas party this weekend for my work.
This company must put on a heck of a party because they travel you, they lodge you, and they booze you.
Yeah, exactly. They booze me, they feed me, they lodge me. And like I said, I've only been there 3 months now, maybe. But apparently this is what they do every year. So.
I'd rather have a bonus check.
Oh, they're supposed to be giving those out too. So. You get quarterly bonuses and yearly bonuses. I may have skipped one too many rows there. I don't know.
Hey Scott, how you doing? Thanks for the sub.
You look like you're pretty far away from me.
Yep, we'll figure it out.
You can go ahead and fast forward tonight. It's dark.
All right.
Go ahead and shut her down real quick.
Yeah, both shut her down and let me know, and I'll alt in it.
Alright, I'm out.
So am I.
She's shut down.
And we're going to bed. Everyone snore. Oh, it's time to get up.
There's the sunshine. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sir.
All right, now let's see. Did we have milk sell automatically? Put grass in the cows. I'm pretty confident milk sold because we only have 2,000 liters of milk. And 450 cows should be producing a heck of a lot more than 1,000.
may have to put the stop milk sale in.
Oh, I don't want to put it in. We saw, yeah, we made 4,000 in milk. So I gotta go mow some grass. Oh my goodness, someone is putting the album of this song that you talked about in Discord. I don't know who's doing it, but it might be Spectre.
Yeah, that was me.
Half of the Discord window is covered up by the stream, so I'm just seeing the cover art. Are you going to have a train on your new map? Look at that Rockhound, or look at that Spectre leaving the lights on. Check, check. See if we can figure out where we left the mowers. I think they're down here. Oh, there one is. There they both are.
There's that rascally wabbit.
Who you whispering to now? Oh, is that Genetic J? See how the windrow is flat on the map? That's usually a little bit higher. That's a problem with this map, I think, or with 4X maps. Windrow could be a little bit narrower. It seems to be flattened it. Alright, as I said, I gotta pick up some grass for the cows, then I'll get down there to spray.
Alright. Park it over here next to the POW truck. Alright guys, y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time.
Somebody left their door open in their truck here.
Take it easy, Rocco.
Alright guys.
Good night.
Night.
Thought it aired out Had some
Later.
Taco Bell earlier. So we're going to try to pick up just as much grass as we need, since we're going to need to mow grass rather frequently. And I think I remember we needed about 20,000 liters of grass, so that's why we're going to stop this. Stop the mowing and start the grass collection. And if I was thinking, I should have just hooked up the forage wagon to the back of the Big M, but I didn't think about it.
So Jay, we're starting to close out the Mavericks map. Thinking about playing Steppenbach next.
Yeah, I've been seeing this. Steppenbach is a nice map. I think it's got a few pretty good size. It's a pretty cool map.
There's a decent few that you can merge to make them much bigger ones. And to make it a really fun challenge, you shouldn't throw a bunch of money in it. So you have to buy the fields up and earn the money to buy the farms up and the stuff.
We're talking about playing that with seasons and with separate accounts active. So how would that buying the production facilities work?
I think it works kind of like the VGA extension, where you have to buy the VGA first.
I don't know how. I think you'd have to basically manually deal with. Yeah, you'd basically have to manually keep track of who owns what, because it wouldn't prohibit someone from rolling into, let's say, your compost facility and making compost or taking your compost out. You know what? I play with table manners so much I forgot that you need to clean cows. Better stop feeding them.
It's a mod I've never used.
Let's get out of here so we can clean this area up.
I've seen it and I've never used it either. To me, that just takes the fun away from the game. That's my opinion on that particular mod.
Now, do we have a bucket anywhere? Bucket is the question. I'm gonna have to go get a bucket. We don't have a bucket. bucket in. So we'll use and we'll reset it back there. And let's go get our bucket.
I use that tape measures in the city. The entire screen. Besides that, let the housing that is.
Yeah, for me, cleaning up after the animals isn't the enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't
And with seasons, having to feed them every 3 days, having to clean up after them like twice a day, just seems a bit much.
those 24 days, it's not that bad, is it?
But then I also use those daily sweepers, you know.
Oh, so you're not really cleaning up, you're just deleting their dirt.
Oh, it's just a snowblower to clean up after the animals, which is just as bad of a cheat, I guess. The freeze machine, milling machine, or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's dumping it, yeah, it's picking it up and putting it in a tipper at least.
Takes you more time to hook the gear up than it does to clean. It's a thing. We were having a lot of conflict with that mod on Mavericks. Tried to use it and it wouldn't work.
Yeah, the Maverick 5, but when we got into Maverick 6, it seemed to be alright.
We never used it on Maverick 6 because that was the one that was fixed to use the belts.
Is, did you try the, Farmer Andy's, auto loader? Pretty much does the same thing. You just have to aim it.
It's got the laser sight.
A lot of farmer hands got a loader, so the answer's no.
Oh, that's the one you used back on a couple of other maps you had before their flying?
Yeah. Oh, way to catch a little air. Sweet. Oh no, stop it.
Spreadsheet or something. You should- it's got each week, talk to somebody else.
Alright. So that explains why productivity was low.
Alrighty.
Alright. Alright. Got that cleaned up? Oh, come on. So now I'm gonna have to remember to clean after these darn things. Just let it roll down into the water. Where did I put the over here? There it is. So Anthony wants to know, did I like the Valley of the Old Farm? Thought it was a nice map. I'm not gonna play it single player, just because I've got other things and other maps and other projects planned for quite a while. We may put it on a multiplayer. It may show up. It may make its way into the 3 Dudes multiplayer server. All right, let's see here.
So is everybody ready for the holidays yet?
Hell no.
Bah humbug.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we have that taken care of. Put the rest of this over here in the
anymore. My kids are all grown, you know.
ferment silo.
I'm getting big dinner.
Then we'll get over there and help Spectre spray. See how much we got in this silo.
Yeah, I remember when I was in government, that's about all we got was a meal.
21,000.
Dinner.
I already got my.
We got 151,066.
What'd you get? Another monitor?
No, I got my Blue Yeti.
Oh yeah, yeah. How you liking that thing?
Loving it.
It's just the microphone.
It's far cry better to what I had.
I ever get some of the bills out of the way, I bet. Got some bills I got to pay off before I do anything.
Well, with the computers I have and the monitors I have, each monitor cost me $750.
Good gosh. I hope computer.
Oh, are you done this field?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I just got over here to help. Are you going to start that one?
Well, you're late. I'm going to start 30.
I had to feed 450 cows. It took a while.
I'm sorry.
All by himself, uphill in the snow both ways.
And I had to go get a bucket.
Oh my
It was awful. I see what you mean. The unfold has a lot of animation, so it takes a while to get started, so you think it hasn't started, and then it has, and then you're basically folding it back up.
It's my only complaint.
I think you can speed that up, and then somebody have to do the pack, and everybody else would have to do it.
Oh. Rob's asking if everyone's ready for the holiday break, which is just what we were talking about. I let the wife do all the shopping.
What, he gets a break from work or what?
I do get a break from... You don't get a break from work?
Yeah, I do. I got a couple days unless it snows.
Oh, that's the byproduct of working in education. I get a whole week off.
Yeah. Some other people
So,
around my house do.
so I get a week. Yeah, I get a week off between Christmas and New Year's.
I've got a cousin that's going to college, and she got like
You didn't copy my GPS, did you?
I did. Thought I did. I hit the little store thing.
Got a lot of overlap, don't we?
I copied it again. Hey, Kurth Farming and Ag Contractor, how you doing?
I was in the process of moving it when you copied it.
Oh, are you done moving it?
I am now.
All right.
Well, I have decided that when I get my bonus check in the end of February, I'm going to buy the Saytech Farm Sim controller.
Side controller?
The whole spiel.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Hopefully they've improved the quality of the wheel. Not heard much good things about the wheel, but that's been a while ago. I think Logitech or somebody bought them. Supposedly the wheel's going to be better. Somehow Rob gets 2 weeks off. How do you get 2 weeks off?
I'm just going to make a little correction here.
I'm going to do a headland on each side. Rob says he got the SciTech thing 2 weeks ago, Cyber Monday deal, and he likes it so far.
I had one given to me and I gave it away because it didn't work for me at all.
I got a Logitech, and I love it. I just need a button panel. I do it for farms. Well, I say I love it, but I don't have it hooked up right now.
Well, when I first came out, I said it would be crazy to spend $400 on a game controller, but they're only $249 now. That seems to be about the going rate. I don't know if it's going to be more expensive after Christmas, but I think they're about $250 now on eBay.
Yeah, Rob says the biggest issue he's got is he has a tile floor and the pedals don't have very much. They basically don't have rubber grippers on the bottom to keep themselves steady, so they slide around a bit.
I have Logitechs and they do that too.
Yeah. What I did when I had a pedal set that just sat on the floor is I was lucky enough to have a desk that had it was kind of a wraparound desk, so it had like a center bit had like a center leg. So I took and stuck a couple books between the center leg and the pedals. So when I pushed down on the pedals, they basically pushed back against the books. They didn't move. But yeah, ideally, you would need some way to keep the pedals from sliding around as you're trying to use them with your feet. GD says he used a semi-tacky cabinet liner, like I guess a double-sided rubber grippy thing. You could also use that. They sell that in Walmart. They sell that like area rug grippy stuff, undercoating. I guess you could cut that to fit the pedals and just sit that on top, and it would grip it.
That would probably work really good for tile.
I got a wood floor under mine.
Yeah, we use that area rug thingy because we have all wood floors in the upper level, and put that down, and that's sometimes a pain in the ass to get down, but then you put the rug on top of it and nothing ever slips.
What I used was the it's like a placemat for hospitals where it's kind of like a foam. Put that underneath it, and where if you had plates that were sliding all over the place, that stuff would grip onto your whatever surface you wanted to put it on.
Oh, we got rain coming. We're gonna get them bales put away soon.
I can finish this up.
Oh, it's not immediate.
Pretty wide wingspan on those sprayers, aren't there?
You've used these. We've got these. One of these on Maverick's map. We always hire a worker in it, but
36 meters, same as the New Holland.
Yeah, but it looks a lot better new.
Yeah, the New Holland's got it on the front. I don't know if I like the front bar or the rear bar better. Brady, I don't know when version 3 of UMRV will be out. The only thing I know is what they have posted in their forum, not in the forums, but on their Facebook, that it's supposed to be soon.
Be right back. I got company showing up.
Midtown?
Yeah.
That is a fun map. Just, I don't know. Things are it's a square fielded map, but it's just fun.
I just turned our course 90 degrees. It makes more sense to go the long way now since you got a headland on that side, right? Less turns.
That's fine. You want to fill up before you get halfway up there and need to empty again?
I still got 500 liters, so.
Oh, I didn't take the sign out. Shocking. Okay, let's fill this thing up. Then we'll go up there and fill him up. Well. Alright, I parked it over here side of the road for you. This is already 3 times. Just noticed that.
What's that?
This field's already dark blue.
Why is the field texture changing then?
Oh. What do you think of that map there, Anthony?
Go do 34 next.
I started this no numbered field across from 31.
That's a small field for having us both on there. I'm gonna go just start 34.
Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Get my hand on the mic. Are you using the starting equipment, or what kind of equipment are you using on the map? Oh, okay. I have a feeling that there's going to be a flood of maps coming out in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Just a sense that I've got. So many things seem to be coming to a head of almost done and soon, and almost to the fact that it's the end of the year, Christmas time. I think maybe some map authors are thinking about doing Christmas time releases. Basically, you know, at this point, why not? It's ready. Why not just wait another couple weeks and make it a Christmas gift, if you will? Did you see that Grizzly Bear Sims just started a series on Midtown?
Yeah, I saw that. I think he was showing off some of the bigger fields in it too.
Yeah, I I decided to start in summer, based on his starting Thornton in summer. Kind of made me think, hey, that might be a cool idea, as opposed to constantly starting in early spring. So I had already done all the planning and everything before I started recording. But soon you'll get to the harvest episodes that I've got, so you'll see some of those fields. He's also using MR. A little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
What's MR?
Or realistic.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it severely changes how everything handles. And if you are playing with a mod, you either acknowledge that while you're playing with that particular mod, more realistic won't function, or you got to go out and find a more realistic compatible version of that mod.
So no grasshoppers?
Or you could just get real slick and just murder yourself.
So no grasshoppers, huh?
Definitely no grasshoppers, no tippers with 500,000 liter capacity. Because if you had a tipper with 500,000 liter capacity and more realistic, I don't think there would be any implement that could pull it, because it would be too heavy.
I swore I'd never used a grasshopper, but we have gotten a habit on Mavericks of making straw out of everything, and at one time we had 9 fields with straw in it. It takes forever to collect, so I put a grasshopper in just for straw collection, and I'm getting rid of it. First and only time I've ever used that mod. May very well be the last. It was fun, but
yeah, I'd say more realistic isn't really player friendly. You really have to be into the whole realism aspect to basically either limit yourself to in-game equipment or limit yourself to the limited number of mods that are made ready.
Well, the grasshopper would work in it. I don't really have enough power to pull all the weight that it's going to have around, but it would work. It just may not pull that. You could pull an MR quick. Kind of works everywhere.
Yeah, so it makes things have real weight. So different crops will have different weight values. So 10,000 liters of corn will have a different weight than 10,000 liters of wheat. Hay bales weigh more than straw bales, and grass bales weigh significantly more than hay bales. Apparently spray usage, the usage rate on sprayers and spreaders has been adjusted to be, quote, more realistic to real life usage rates of X liters per square meter or something of usage. Same with seeders. You know, it seems like the balance, the center of gravity for lots of things has been moved up higher, so it's significantly easier to tip and roll things. So if you, like we do, we basically drive around the map at full speed, and if you did that with MR, you would guarantee to have the thing rolled within probably 2 minutes. And MR comes in 2 mods. There is the MR gameplay, which does not affect equipment, only affects like MR can also adjust the starting price of crops to be, quote, more realistic to real life. So it doesn't affect it basically affects the starting price. You know, it doesn't change the sale prices or great demand prices, but it might adjust. I think it adjusts up the price for sugar beets a little bit. I think it adjusts up the yield rates on certain crops. Yeah, Jitty, it can be pretty, what's the word for it? It can be fairly, Intimidating, that's it.
Made this before, but I don't know how well that works.
What's that?
That MR game, realistic game. As far as the equipment pack is fine.
Supposedly it's fine. It just affects starting values. And yield rates. Supposedly it's just yield rates also. On this map we do not have the straw add-on because I know that some of the players that helped me out on the map did not purchase it. I do have the straw add-on now over at Midtown. The first episode where you'll see the straw add-on will be January 3rd. I've got a fair number of episodes already in the can, just waiting to be released. And just recorded the first episode that I used the straw add-on stuff. And that was tonight, and that will show up on January 3rd. Where I use the big square baler and the bale accumulator and the bale grabbers to do some hay work. Hey, Mad Skipman. How's the Mad Modder with your giant tires? I don't recall, no. Is it maybe the bale shredder? And then, of course, check out the MR mod database. There's several mods that have already been made MR ready. It may be possible that some or all of the Massey pack has already been converted. Oh, that's awful. I would do MR, but I just don't want to deal with trying to figure out how to make something MR ready. I tried using it several months ago when it was in a lot earlier stage of development. The biggest problem I had with it is the front tires on the tractors basically had no grip. They just slid all over the place. That was with in-game tractors and modded tractors where I put some of the MR code in. We say we either finish this field or run dry and then call it a night.
I hate leaving fields unfinished, so I say we finish the field. I don't know how much fertilizer is left in the semi. I don't know if there's much.
I think there's like 9,000. Well, there was 9,000 when I left it with you, so there's probably 4,000 left. Got 4,000 between us. But in like another 2 passes, we'll be starting to have the short part of the field. Hey, David Richmond Gaming, what's up? Welcome to the party. It's a fertilization party.
Whoops.
And I passed Spectre for the lead.
Guy on the inside track should be in the lead anyway.
Oh, I see there's a fill pipe up here by the front ladder. Be cool if it had that dynamic hoses thing, so when you hooked it up to the when you were filling it from the trailer, it would hook the hose up to it. That'd be cool.
I thought that big round thing that's behind your head is the fill point, but I see the pipe now.
Yeah, you know, when we're doing stuff like this, I just start looking at the mod and detail while we're running around GPS, and I just saw the fill point with the valve, the yellow handle valve up front, and then I just followed it around to the flex hose, and then yeah, the top where you could take the cap off. That's where you could, I guess, dump your concentrate, and then you could hook up the front hose to like the like a water supply.
Right.
At least that's how we used to mix it back when I was a kid. My grandfather would have the big old 5-gallon jugs of concentrate.
Had to carry him up the ladder and to the back there.
Yeah, you'd carry them up. Over, we had a pull-behind sprayer. You'd have to, you know, pull them up behind you or hold them in one hand and climb the ladder with the other hand, and then dump them in. And he had neoprene gloves and a little neoprene type apron, you know, to keep the stuff from getting on your skin and your clothes.
Face shield.
Yeah, that was back when probably you still used that DDT stuff to fertilize with. You know, the stuff that causes cancer in everybody now.
Back in the day where there were no seat belts or bicycle helmets.
That's right. You know, my mom tells me about how when I was a kid, you'd ride around and you just sit on your parents' lap in this passenger seat. It's a miracle more kids didn't just not exist.
I always say that my dad, he had a 1970 Buick Electra. We used to sleep on the back of the, you know, that area on the underneath the windshield behind the seats.
Yeah, the trunk deck.
Yeah, we used to sleep on that when we went on vacation. That was like a bunk bed. I mean, you know, full blown. full-blown
Yeah.
pillows and mattresses.
Oh my, talk about obscuring your vision.
That was a big car, man. I got about 3 gallons to the mile.
It was probably so big it had comfort ride suspension because it was such a boat. The thing just waved and rode down the road.
You ever had the urge to be in a demolition derby? That's the car to take, man.
Yeah, just don't plan on turning it around.
Actually, one summer I had a buddy of mine that worked in a junkyard and we did team demolition derby. That was fun. The beast was the 73 Fury we got our hands on. That car was unstoppable. The whole concept was I took a 3/8 of a mile track and wet it down and wet down the infield too. And the idea was to have this team demolition derby, so there was 2 four-car teams on a track at a time, and the idea was to have one team have one car make 4 complete laps around the track, and everybody else either blocked or stopped the other team or whatever. That was a riot.
Alright, I'm gonna get the truck at the end of this run. There's no way we're gonna make it down and back. Alright, I'll be back with another thing of fertilizer in a minute.
When do you stream with DoughBoy, Jay?
Well, we've been streaming over on Saturday night. Mark's computer's down. A couple of them left. Just gonna get everything straightened out, ready to go. This is Bravo usually does one on like that one I can catch on Saturday afternoon. He's had a and I got a ton of stuff in real life, so that's just how it is during the season. I would have jumped on the West Coast the other night, but it was so laggy the last time I was on it. And then it looked like Farmer Climb was having
Doesn't seem to be a lot of interest on West Coast anymore.
now, and I'm playing it in single player too, so. I didn't have to. But I'm heading into my last winter, spring release round. I'm selling it down to the maps. I just don't know that for me.
Thought I could fill from this Amazon, but it won't. So I think I can pull fertilizer out of it from the tanker. I'll bring it by.
Yeah, I'm going to be stopped here at about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm done.
Well, it's lovely here.
Take care.
I gotta run down the shop, but that other one's got 4,000 in it. We just added the horse pack today, actually. So up until then, we didn't have it in the system on the server, and up until now, we were just using the AR Amazon sprayer on the trucks. But since we now have growth on the fields, we switched over to the sprayer. Oh, what is going on here? Town. Find me. Come on, laggy, 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 laggy. There we go. Oh. That was not fun. It's not fun at all. What do we got going on here? Oh. Well, let's see how many fields we've got to fertilize after this. Interesting, that section needs plowing. This one's got now 2 stages and only had 1 on it. Oh, we're just going to add 4. 60,000 liters of fertilizer. Go. Alright, I'm on my way back.
Awesome.
As I don't go over the bridge. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Alright, so we should... Where are we at? Build. Yeah, I'd have rolled the truck if we had MR on. But I took that turn.
I am back.
All right.
Just had my little...
You just said what?
Just had my little brother show up. He's gonna fix my computer in the next week or so.
Oh, it's broken?
Well, it's got the issue of maxed out hard drive and all that, and every time this thing wants to do an update, it wants to change its BIOS, and then it wants to do, oh, we have to go back to the original Windows. Basically, the BIOS update is breaking my computer.
I've just got a couple more short runs and we're done here, so. I wouldn't even bother, Klein. I'm almost done.
You'll have to click on the, you have to open the thing up in the Giants editor. And really it depends on the, each probably tractor is going to be a little bit different. But once you open it up in the editor, you'll have to navigate the scenograph, which is to the left.
It helps when your little brother's on Microsoft Tech.
And see if you can find the, basically the entry for the license plate.
An attorney, he's completely worthless.
And if the license plate is separate from the mod itself, is an item. It might not be an item. It might be basically part of the part of another aspect of the mod. All right, that should be it.
Rock and roll.
So if it's part of the mod itself, then you may have to just over here by the semi. Then you may have to put the model, export the model, and put it in some type of a 3D modeling program. And that's a bit more than I would be able to know about. Not very well.
No, not very well.
Alright guys, well thanks for coming out and watching us over here on UMRV. We'll be back on Friday night as best the current plan is. And we'll see Spectre get stuck there. But at any rate, we'll be back on Friday night here on UMRV. So until next time. Happy farming.